river bad. Why? Because I tried to get to this river upstream where I've been meaning to get to and wanting to get to, but you gotta go down the Speaking Chill.
Let me show them what the topography looks like.
Mangrove.
Mangrove, is that what it's called? Bunch of elders, so it's really thick in here. So his plan was to walk along the bank and get way down. Only problem is it's super thick. And after about 10 minutes, 15 minutes, he chirps me on the two-way. And he's like, I don't know if I could do this. I'm going uphill, downhill, uphill, downhill. It's 85 degrees, it's sunny, it's hot.
Yeah, with waders on, you're just cooking.
And a sprained ankle.
I got a sprained ankle. I'm like, how much more of this I got? So
You're gonna have a heat stroke.
I'll come back, and you have no idea how cold this water is.
Yeah, I mean, there's big.
I'm gonna go face belly.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Right. I have a heart attack.
I'm not coming to get you. So, oh my goodness.
Oh, refreshing. Then
It's not very
to
deep.
exfoliate, you use a little mud.
Oh
We've
gosh,
been through this before with me, like,
Connie, I don't like it.
mud,
It doesn't smell very nice.
It's just river.
No, it's muck.
And that's it. Then wash, wring out your nuts.
Nut ringer.
Not wringer. You wring out my nuts. And then when I do that one.
See the dragonflies now because of all that mud.
Where's that?
There's a dragonfly.
Oh, up on me?
I mean, you put all the mud on you. They thought you were, you know.
Mud bag?
Yeah.
It was all up in my ear.
Yeah.
Get used to it. It's very cold though.
It's not very deep.
Huh?
It's not very deep. You got trout in there? You see any trout? Just pick them up by hand.
What if I did that?
You'd be a YouTube sensation.
Yep. Swim around underwater.
Like a bear.
Yeah, stick them over water. It's actually really refreshing. You should get in, right?
Nope.
Would you swim in this?
Nope.
Why not?
Just, you don't know what kind of creatures reside in
I
there.
know exactly what kind of creatures there are. Crayfish, trout.
Yeah, leeches. You got a leech on you right now.
Not really. There's no leeches in here.
Mm-hmm.
There's not. There could be, but
You got one on your nuts.
ball buster.
I mean, hey, it's what a wife
If
does.
anyone does it, doesn't it? For everyone else who does it, you know, my wife. I've caught trout right here.
Yeah.
I've caught like 10 of my biggest trout ever in this river.
I know, that's why it makes me sad that you had such a tough time with it, because I know you wanted to do it so bad.
It's so hard, man. If I would have started with this, it really would have been no big deal, but I've already been fishing all day.
Yeah.
I've been fishing for
I mean, we got tomorrow, but
just to get up that, there's a fallen tree over there about 75 yards, right? And the first time I came here, I crashed through this brush to get there. First cast, I caught like a 14-inch giant.
yeah, I
That might have
remember.
been that might have been my biggest one, right there.
Got a picture of
Then
it.
I fished down this way, and over like the 4-day period, I caught like 7 huge ones. Came back the next year, caught like 4 more huge ones.
I mean, if Sarah comes up tomorrow, you can take my car and come here and just spend the day here, although I'd worry about you, and she and I can go off berry picking.
Yeah, I'll be fine. I don't know about going upstream though, man. If I take the river, it's like,
And how far down have you gone?
I've never fished upstream.
No, downstream.
I don't know, honestly, about 300 yards. 400 yards maybe.
Yeah.
I can fish it pretty fast, but I really want to get to the next 400 yards, 500 yards, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
One thing that's cool.
You should have brought your kayak.
No, I can't do this. Never mind. I can barely crash through it. I'm fighting it. This feels good on the feet though. Mud bath.
Leeches. Yeah, feet leech. I know, I'm just jesting. Well, here's my vehicle. It's hot.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna turn the camera. I know. Well, up here on the bridge, in the shade, it's beautiful. But you get in that sun, it's cooking. We're not used to this in the Ute. Watch that ankle. What next? Gunny guns? What's next?
About possibly going up speed.
Oh my goodness.
I just don't think my ankle's in a situation, so I guess go back, or what do you want to do?
Well, I wouldn't mind going back because if we're gonna change up our location, I want to go check out the camp, see what's going on
I
there.
mean, we already did. I like where we're at.
I know, but we gotta move. Then you gotta get up early tomorrow.
Filming?
Yeah.
My life's not that interesting as some of it. My ankle hurts. Kind of stepping on rocks. That's what's getting me here.
Well, I don't think it's good for you to keep going with the ankle. All right, we're out. We'll figure out a plan. What you doing, Guns?
Firewood. Firewood for the fire. So you got fire?
Got a nice fire.
Silent, man. Look at our voices are so loud.
I know. I've been sneezing because I have allergies happening. So my sneezes.
Yeah, whatever. And anyway. Okay.
I was gonna say they echo through the valley, but
Sneeze.
whatever.
You sneeze, yeah.
Okay.
Listen, my dad, when I was 10 years old, I used to go camp with I camped all my life with my dad, right? But by the time I was like 10, he'd say, if you want a fire, which I did, because I like sitting around the fire, like roasting marshmallows and just whatever. If you want a fire, you got to go in the woods and get the wood and then chop it.
So he didn't want a fire?
He'd pretend he wasn't going to do it. So I would take this machete he had, not this machete, but one similar. This one is the only one I've ever had that actually has similar heft as that one. That's a really good machete. He was going to give it to me, but then he couldn't break away from it, so he gave me this one. This one actually has a great balance too. And if you don't have a great balance on your machete, then chopping wood can suck. And I used to do this, like I said, when I was 10. And I would spend hours doing it. That's like how it got me in shape, I guess. And I would just sit here freaking just like this.
Burned a lot of calories as a kid doing that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how many people actually cut wood with machete, but I do. Probably better ways. Like,
Bring in
I mean, this is better than a hatchet.
Bring a mini chainsaw.
It's too freaking loud. Who wants to hear a chainsaw?
I mean, it'd take you all of 5 minutes.
Nobody wants to hear a chainsaw out here.
I'm just saying. Yeah, I guess. Who's out here? Nobody. There's nobody here.
I don't want to hear a chainsaw. So, that's what I do. So I got some big logs here.
Yeah, I got some nice logs.
And now I got some kindling too.
Yeah.
This stuff's all kindling.
My hubby provides. Very manly. Just watch yourself. I don't have a tourniquet. I should have a tourniquet. I keep wanting to take Bear Independence Stop the Bleed class, but he won't come to Michigan.
Now we have some good
So
logs for the fire.
we have one fish, and we're gonna be grilling up some Polish sausages.
Yeah, I only caught one fish.
That's all right. We weren't
worth keeping.
Yeah.
Well, I've been exploring, trying to get to this one part of the river, man. It's so hard to do. I'm gonna get there tomorrow, though.
Okay.
I tried today and failed.
Me and my friend Sarah.
Is she coming?
Yeah, I think she is. I mean, that was her plan when we last texted. I don't have signal, so I can't tell, but she's gonna come out there, spend the night. She's gonna bring her tent.
Oh, that'd be cool. I like Sarah.
I know. I like Sarah too.
Sarah Banch. My camp. Why is the light on? I don't want the light on. How do I turn it off? Beautiful evening at our campsite. I was just looking at that tree. That tree way out there is a birch tree, way out there. It's just way out there, about 250 yards. And that tree right there. And I thought to myself, just getting to that tree through the jungle, it would take so much. It takes so much energy. It's insane.
That's what I did when I got lost.
I mean, it's crazy.
I had to go a mile.
I know, that's crazy.
But that's exactly what I did. Is I'd pick a tree,
And walk to it. Yeah, I know.
Walk to it.
That's
Keep my eyes on that tree.
the problem is when I'm in the freaking mangroves, the box alder swamp.
You can't. There's
There's no tree. They all look the same. They're all the same, and they're just packed in there, and it's just a web, and you're just crashing through, and you get lost. Look at the moon up there. Can you see the moon?
Yeah.
Right there. Look cool. There's our camp. That's the garbage bag / Target. I got the fire going so I can cook this fish that I gotta clean. And some sausage. Our tent. Our table with the gun on it. That's the 2-track that we found the spot. We're in the middle of nowhere, man. She heard a coyote while we were taking a nap. Yes, we took a nap. We burned a lot of energy.
Yeah. I was sleeping, and then all of a sudden I heard beep, 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 really close, like 30, 40 yards away. I bolted straight up. I'm like, oh.
Woke me up. But it's so peaceful and quiet here. More targets. Somebody left a tire there. I'm not sure why. We've been shooting at that can on the tree. This is our life. To us, this is the dream. Yeah, what's your dream? This is the dream. Come up out in the woods and just camp out. Nobody around. It's beautiful. It's like 75 degrees right now. What a night. It's a beautiful night. I gotta clean this fish while I still got light. We love it. This is our utopia. If we could bring our 4 cats, we'd live out here. Totally. Can't leave our cats, but there's a lot of peace out here. A lot of quiet. A lot of peace and quiet. Man, when I was in prison, I just dreamed of someday getting out and going camping with my wife or a friend, whoever, anyone who appreciates it like me. But that happens to be my wife for the most part.
I love it.
Yeah, I dreamed about this. Like, man, if I could just get out and go trout fishing, camp by the river and catch some little brook trout, I'd be so happy. And you're not asking for much.
No, it's a very simple request.
Yeah, and I just said hell with it, man. So that's why every summer I spend a lot of time up here, as much as I can afford to. It's cheap. We're not paying anything to be here. There's not even a rent fee. So, I mean, we're paying for gas and food, but we got to eat every day, so it's the same difference. A little bit of bait. I mean, the whole trip might cost us $100. I mean, if you can't afford $100 to take a trip and something you enjoy and love so much, then you're doing something wrong. I know everybody's got issues, and not everybody enjoys the camping like us. But if you do, man, spend the $100, head off on the road, go somewhere and get the hell away from the city, go experience something new. It's cool, man. Might see bears, wolves, anything could be here. Mountain lions. I'd love to see a Sasquatch, like right there. Just ran out and stopped. I could get on there. That'd be great. All right, time to cook. Roxanne. Cooking my dinner as the sun goes down. Leave light. I guess I could just turn this light on. This headlamp drives me crazy. I can never find the frickin'. Yeah. Where is it? I mean, I can't even find it. It's the worst design of a headlamp.
I mean, cheap Chinese made.
Like, you'd think the button would be.
How many Chinese do you think wear headlamps in the outdoors?
There's some fish in here, or a fish in there, and some brats.
No, it was a full sausage.
Oh no, run away. You gotta run away. This is a hot freaking fire, man.
Yeah, it was abundant. It was so quick.
Oh yeah, the smell of brats on the fire. Oh yeah, I gotta get corn. I'll be back. I gotta get corn. Okay. Sausage looks good and crispy the way I like it. Not so much how my wife likes it, but there's some of them are better than others.
I see some ash on that.
Yeah, it's alright. You gotta peel that. That's alright. It rolled into the fire, but looking good. Looking good. Some Polish sausage on the grill. Corn on the cob. Supposed to be good sweet corn. A nice capping of the end of the day. Well, the actual capping would be a capping to the end of the day. That's a perverted remark to everybody who's a pervert. Yeah. That's it. You get it on.
I'm sorry, you put what on backwards?
Drawers. Birds are happy today.
Mm-hmm. I'm happy today.
Huh?
I slept so good. I didn't hear a yote. I didn't hear a wolf. I didn't hear nothing.
I heard both.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Too bad for
A
you.
whole coyote pack going off last night.
I didn't hear a thing.
Pretty close, too. I see half the distance of wolves, then I woke up again. Not sure why. The coyotes woke me up. But the other time I woke up and heard a couple wolves howling out there.
Oh, I was knocked out. A lot of grunting and groaning going on in there.
Huh?
There's a lot of grunting and groaning going on in there.
Yeah, stuff.
I can't figure out why our thing is so janky and lopsided. Or I want to know what we did wrong.
I'd be more concerned about why you can't poop.
Listen. Sometimes a girl just needs a commode.
Amenities.
A commode of some sort.
It gets backed up enough, it'll come right out.
Is that your advice?
Oh, yeah.
You gotta be bumping cotton for it to work.
It'll start hurting, and then before you know it, you'll be like, you can't get over there to squat fast enough.
Yeah, there's definitely people down there.
Where's my phone?
I have it.
Why?
Because you asked me to put on airplane mode last night because we weren't charging it.
So you have it still?
Mm-hmm. It was in my purse.
You brought your purse out?
I did.
I wish I had my hat.
Where would that be?
I don't know.
Geez, those people sure are loud. Unless their voice is just carrying because they're in the valley.
Like some apple juice?
That's disgusting. Sick ass. Did you ever see The Fly?
So what?
Nothing.
Filming me.
There's no film involved, honey. That was quite the ordeal.
It's quite the accent.
Yeah. He is alive.
Apple juice, did you get that part?
Oh, yes. That's on video.
Do you like some?
No. It's disgusting. You sick ass.
Who wants to get up and pee in the middle of the night?
Why is your pee so dark?
When you're naked. Because it's mimicking apple juice. It's supposed to be apple juice. You wouldn't know the difference. If Steve was here, I'd put it on the table.
No, you
And
wouldn't.
I'd be like, yeah.
That's
I'd just put
disgusting.
it there and he'd be, oh, apple juice. What's this?
That's
I'm like,
horrible.
"Yes."
That's horrible. You'd never do that.
I would do that. That's
No, you
definitely
wouldn't.
something I would do. Why wouldn't I do that?
Because that's a despicable thing.
That's what friends do.
I'm sorry. Does anyone else out there have friends that trick you into drinking their pee?
Nothing. I just set pee down on the table. He's the one who just decided to savagely grab it and drink out of the jar and paid the price for it.
Oh, remind me never to drink anything out of your jars.
I don't think I have to remind you. I think you pretty much know.
This is why I don't drink out of anything that you drink out of.
Why? My gat. What's that? Got your ass.
Had one loaded in the chamber, huh?
Everyone locked and loaded.
Yeah. All right. Well, this was anticlimactic. I thought you'd be a little bit more
What?
jiggly this morning.
Jiggly?
Jovial, dancing, prancing.
Come on, Jan. You thought I was going to come out of the tent dancing?
I don't know.
Like I normally do? Or
Yeah, I mean.
This is it. This is what you get every day. I come out. Put a BB gun out.
Look at how beautiful it is. Again, another beautiful day. Blue sky, sunshine. Day
I
2.
need a hat. Where is my flipping hat?
I don't know, honey, where your hat is.
I have 3 hats here.
Oh, well.
I don't know where they are. Shut! I just dropped off my wife at a campground about 6-7 miles from where we're camped out in the woods. Reason for that is she had a job interview, and because she got laid off work and she had an interview for a good job. She's waiting to hear back from them, and she didn't want to be like where she couldn't get a signal and not respond for a day or two, because in which case they're like, oh, maybe she doesn't want the job. Next. So now I'm heading off on a stupid mission. What I mean by stupid is what I'm about to do goes against every rule of outdoor etiquette and any common sense that I have. Yesterday I tried to break brush to get down to this river. Couldn't find it. I didn't get lost, but I could have. So today I came back, downloaded the map, because I didn't have the map on my GPS and like that. Came back and realized it's really hard to get to the river at that point, and it really might not be that great of fishing, to be honest with you, because it's like it's all the mangrove or alders, like a alder swamp, beaver swamp. Can be good. I've caught big trout in those areas, but primarily it's not great, and the amount of energy I've expended to get to that spot is enormous. I got to go up and down these huge hills and crash through a mangrove swamp for about a quarter mile or an eighth of a mile, but it's exhausting. It's hot. It's like 90 degrees out. I can't do it. I mean, I can't waste the energy to get there and have the fishing be bad. So I fished the downriver side of this river before, and that's where I've caught all my biggest fish. But they built a bridge there a few years ago, which actually exposed it to fishermen. So now the first several hundred yards down are all fished out. So the key is for me is I'm going to crash through the woods downstream, which is more hilly and like cedary swamp. So if I get downstream, I'm going to skip the first like 500 yards and then fish down. And I'm hoping that not many, or for any fishermen at all, have gone down there. It's very hard to get to, very hard. Doesn't mean that some guys like me haven't been there and got to it. But the map is downloaded. I kind of know where the river is. I shouldn't get lost, but if I get hurt, I already have a sprained ankle. My wife is back at this campground, about 12 miles away. We have no form of communication because we have no signal. So if I get injured or attacked by a bear or whatever, that's it. You know, you just got to grind through it, drag yourself out if you can. So, not the smartest move I've ever made, but I really want to hit this river and get a big trout. And this is the river for a big trout. I know because I caught in this river about 12 giant brookies, but that was a few years ago. Then after the bridge, it got pounded. But I'm going to skip the pounded area. Get out there past where people have fished, I hope. And maybe I got a chance to get a real trophy. So it's going to take a lot of energy. It's like 90 degrees out. Mosquitoes are swarming. I'll be crashing through woods for an honest like quarter mile to a half mile, which crashing through the woods for a quarter mile, if anyone's ever done it up here in northern Michigan, it's like the jungle of Vietnam. It's just incredibly, you can't even describe it. And even when I get it on camera, it just doesn't do it justice. A few times I've tried, but you don't realize it until you're there. The amount of energy expelled trying to break branches and go under branches and over logs and through trees, around trees, and on. And while you got waders on, it's 90 degrees. It's insane. It's a young man's game, and that's why if anyone has been down in this river, it's likely been young guys. You know, guys in their 20s, even 30s. You know, they're very ambitious. They don't care. They're in shape, whatever. Me, guys, I'm almost 50 years old, so you're not going to find many guys my age doing what I'm about to do. But when there's a will, there's a way. I'm not ready to give up. So here we go. Okay, so I've arrived at my secret spot. And we're unloading the car. Not going to lie, I am nervous. The reason for that is I have to cut straight through the wilderness. And I mean, I gotta reorganize. Worms, purple drink, bug spray, leave that out. Lunch, which has already crunched all the chips, that's what's crunched. Bag for the fish. I have a survival kit, a Kratom bomb in case I get a headache, trail mix. I have an entire change of clothes in here, warm clothes, in case I get lost. And I get lost. If I get lost, I'm just completely screwed. But I'm a little nervous. Because I have to walk straight through the woods. And I have no real bearing there. It's just veer off my course. I'm hoping my GPS still works. I downloaded the map. So hopefully, I'm even bringing an extra pair of shoes in case I have to get lost. I can walk it in waders and I can dump the freaking waders. They're not that important. Unless I'm starving and I gotta catch fish, but I can still go in the water. It's just a little bit nerve-wracking being by yourself. Normally I have Maria here with a walkie-talkie that goes for about a mile, and I can use it to communicate. I got hurt or something. I already have a sprained freaking ankle. That's the worst part. But I don't care. I'm not giving up, man. It's probably going to be one of the last times, anyways. Times I get to fish for trout this summer, and I just want to make sure. Hey, I'm here, man. Let's rock it out. So I got to cut in up there and hope for the best. I just can't get lost, man. Everything I need in here. Where are my Polaroid glasses? There they are. The good ones. Got my bear knife right here, which I'm going to clip right here in case I have to fight off a bear. I have easy access to it. There's bait hooks. Alright. Here's my wading boots. Freaking wading boots. Oh, they're underneath my, I'm nervous, as you can see, they're underneath my backpack. Some people don't get, man. I have some tape. I'm going to mark my trail in case you get twisted around. About every 20 yards, I'm going to put some blue tape on a tree. And people don't realize how just jungly it is back there and how it all looks the same. And there's these ridges, like hilly ridges, and they go up, they go down, and like they all look the same. And if you don't have the river in sight, you're always good if you know the river. You can walk the river back. But what in the hell? Is there something inside my wader? I'm just sticking my wader. I don't even care. I'll live. So hopefully I live, and the next video you see when we catching some big ass trout. I hope. If not, this could be the last video I ever make. God bless. I loved you all. Thanks for the support. Read my books, even when I'm gone. The ones that haven't been published, when Maria publishes them, make sure you check them out. They're good. Trust me. Just as good as to be a king, the other ones. God bless. How many people would brave this? Crash through a wolf-infested, bear-infested, boreal forest, no trail, just crashing through the woods, hoping I'm in the right direction. The river should be several hundred yards to my left front. Should be. But if you get turned around, you're in trouble, so you gotta really pay attention. You can't just wander aimlessly around here because it's hot and you expend a lot of freaking energy. There's a few like mild little bear and deer trails you can tell where things have moved through, but I'm gonna skip the first 400 yards of river, which are most likely heavily fished. And by heavily, I mean just 2 or 3 guys that come through. If 2 or 3 guys come through earlier in the year, hardcore guys, and they pluck all the big ones. Nothing but little guys left. So what I do is skip that 400 or 500 yards and pop in the river about a quarter mile down. And hopefully I can get some big ones. Here's a trail of some kind. Game trail. Definitely a deer or bear, both. You can tell it's a little bit used here. So that's good. Makes the going easier. All right, I gotta get back on this map. I almost gave up. It was too thick. Too thick. Map is showing I was 100 feet away. I'm exhausted, man. I need to splash some cold water on me. And that was exhausting. I got turned around. Of course, I got lost and spun around. And I would do GPS on Google. Just had me go this way, and then I go that way, and it shows me going the other way. It tells me to go this way, and I go that way, and then I see myself going the other way. That's exhausting, man. But I'm in part of the river that nobody's probably fished this year, so we shall see. Here we go. So all right. That trout just jumped. Right over there. So I am. That's where I've been all day. It's so thick you can barely even see the river. But doing good. I got 3 nice big keeper brookies sitting on ice right there in my back. That's plenty of food for dinner. Kind of wish I could keep them colder. Matter of fact, I might leave them right here. Put them in the river, and so when I come back, I'll get them. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. He'll stay colder that way, rather than carry them with me in my backpack. It's hot. But I got my lunch here. I have a sandwich, some smashed up chips, purple drink, worm figures. I hear a frog right there going bork, bork, bork. That's what I do out in the middle of the wilderness. I just stop, have a shore lunch. It's 2 o'clock. I'll fish for another about 3 hours, and then head back, which is going to be a nightmare. It's through that for half a mile. Very exhausting. I'll burn it all. Everything. I'll be exhausted when I get there. I'll be dead. But I'll sleep good. So there's that, and a bunch of fish. And there's that, and I might catch the giant. If I do, you'll know. Just saying. This is a place to do it, right here. GoPro's dead, and I think I got a big one on here. So we're going to find out. Oh, it's a little one. I lost him. Pump fake. Man, it's like a nice one. Another good fish right where it's supposed to be. See that log right over there? That's a nice deep hole in there. First cast, lost one. Second cast, nailed them. Again, this is another beautiful 10-inch fish. I'm gonna let it go. But this is the kind people come for. They're happy to catch a 10-inch brook trout all day. Don't lose my worm, dude. That's all I care about. I'm low on worms. That's all right. No flop now. He's just got a half of my worm in his mouth, punk. And I just lost my worm. You just lost my worm, though. Beautiful setting. Hear the birds. Just another one in the books, man. Loving life. Colors. All right, guy, we'll let you go. 1 second. Imagine having to crash through this for half a mile in a river, stumbling over logs and holes. I can't get my foot over. Come on. Look at this, man. I got about a quarter mile of this to go. Fun going down when you're fishing. When you're coming back up, not so much. That's the current. I'm all scratched. I don't wear a hat because you just lose it and just blow your hat off. I have the GoPro off too. Man, this is freaking insane. Caught some nice trout though. Not the giant I was looking for, but he's in here. And I actually know where he is. I found a couple really good holes. I come back, I'm gonna use a spinner. Get to those holes and change to a spinner. Because they eat fish. They get big. They don't want to eat worms no more. They might, but they're more into eating other fish. So, deep hole right there. Sure there was a big one in there. Big ones all over the place, but I'm bleeding. Oh look, a nice reprieve. About 30 yards. And it's back into that tunnel of doom. I'm not joking. I got like, I don't know, 600-700 yards of this left. It's a long freaking way when you're tired from crashing all day. Beautiful though. Who can complain? The sighting is spectacular. I did not hear one human sound until you hear him here. Heard a coyote or a wolf. Crows. That's it. Just cut my hair. Almost looks like there's a trail to come in right there, but that's a beaver trail. I'm back in here, man. It's a good hole right there. See, there's a big one in there. Oh, man, see, there's sticks and stuff you can't see. You're walking and they try to trip your ass up. And this is muck. Oh. I don't know where to go here. I've been over here before. How did I come through last time? I gotta put this way and figure it out. Fishing up a storm. You sent me this spinner. This is the second one I caught. The other one was bigger. It got off right at the last second, but this is a beautiful, like 10, 11 inch brook trout. I saw a bigger one go at it just now, and he missed it. And he's a fighter. This one here, I'm at my limit, so I can't keep him. Not that I'd want to keep him, because he's a strong fish. Pete, this guy's, he don't want to stop. No, it's about an 11-inch brook trout, and oh, the spinner. That's your spinner. Fishing up a storm sent me this spinner, and I said I'd use it, and it works. So I'll let this guy go. Thank you again. I'll never lose a spinner if I can't. I mean, if I get snagged, I'll go get it off. Beautiful trout. This is probably my last fish of the day.
I'm out of worms. I said, let's do a spin around here and hit a couple of these holes on the way back. And I've missed a couple, lost a big one. So, not a huge one, but bigger than this. So I'm happy to have it, and thank you again. This is it, man. That's what it's all about. This is my secret honey hole right here, this big log. I've caught like 5 big brookies here. This is like the smallest of the bunch, but still a beautiful fish.